my hit is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do?
Thanks, Coach. Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready. 15 money, 15 money. Eat. I got you.
The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Ready. Get ready.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Let's go. Pick it up, D. He's cross 61. Matchbox lights. Rush in. Slam.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
90 Wolf. Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Sponge. No. Alert flare.
Here's Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Rock it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Check set.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's got room. There goes Melvin Gordon. The 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Houston. Melvin Gordon, 92 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Crunch. Watch twist. Roll out.
On play action, they'll throw. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
To number 28. He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Check. 25, check 25, check 25. Shift.
They run with Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Third down and 12.
On the ready. 55. Check. 55. Mike. Check. Ready to go. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Pick me up. Here we go.
On third down, Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A toss play, Gordon. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 15. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I loved one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd down now, it's Newton. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans push further out in front. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to look, and that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the 27, Watson. And the catch made by Johnson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a 1st down. On 1st down, Newton. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
Reset. 19. 59. Check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Shoot.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check 50. Check Leo. Hatchet. Blue draw quarters.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Check 3. Hey, lock it. Go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
First down, Houston.
We're set. 19. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. You don't know no better.
They'll run on first down. It's Newton. Oh, good move. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a toss right side. It's Gordon. Powers through. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Mike. 19. I'm scared. Out. Jump out.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First down, Texans.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Complete, it's Johnson. Touchdown, Houston. In for the score. And the Texans push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
You better bring. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Go on, go on. Come, come. Alert. 80 weapon. Alert 3. Put up. Get it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. The open man is Westbrook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right, maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
So don't say nothing.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
3rd and 7.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Kill. And turn it up.
They'll set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jaguars get a score closer. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
He gets them a little over half of what they need, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. The Texans send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. "51 yards on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Then they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. What takes 3? 218. Chop it. Take 4. Take 4. Look. Squeeze. Snap.
Here's 2nd and 8. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
That's a game.
Out of the gun now on third down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Check clear.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll set up a throw. Going left side here, and it's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only second down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed him back and set up third down.
They'll go with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
Rock it. Give me that ball, defense.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's second down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Hey, Sam off. Check. You draw quarters.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Check the backer.
On play action, they'll throw. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Newton. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Boy, shifts past him. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Leo!
Now this time he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
That's it, 3rd and 2.
Here we go! 80 weapons, 90 Wolf.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Now back to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
Check flag 33. Hey, lock it.
Shift. Watch the shift. Slam.
Topper. Go.
They'll drop the throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Go. Hey, Echo.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Look at me. Go. Get it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now in desperation, it's caught inside the 25. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Slam. Squeeze.
Back to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And it's caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott now to add the extra point. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
65. Hey, check. Pilot, 64, weak. Switch. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Newton. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down. At the 36-yard line.
Reset. 19. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for Houston, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew.